Mabry is always a key defensively. How would you assess your defense on her in the first half?
Well, I thought early in the first quarter, we didn't pick her up early enough in transition, and she hit those 3 threes. But we've made her work since that time, and we just got to be careful because she's always dangerous to go off.
You're very familiar with this team, having already played them 3 times. What are the keys in the second half here?
We got to stay down. They use a lot of shot fakes, and they've got us up in the air a few times, and we've been able to go to the basket. And then Marina just picking her up as early as possible and make her work for everything.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Kate?
Atlanta 13-2 on the season when leading at halftime.
Well, the Dream, the home team, they have the lead 54-39 thanks to Alicia Gray. 13 points leading her squad and scoring 4 of 6 shooting from the field on a night where everyone should be wearing their goggles and supporting Miss Gray. Let's take a look at the game you can trust presented by American Express. And 2 of the superstars, the all-stars that we know of right now, Marina Mabry, 13 points, Ryan Howard, 8 points. We know that both of them can shoot the rubber off the ball, 50% for Mabry and 40% so far for Howard from beyond the arc. So they're doing exactly what we expect them to do. But let's talk a little bit further about what we've seen from both of these squads, starting with the Dream and their play. They outscored Toronto 30-17 in that second quarter.
Well, not only is Alicia Gray doing her part, but, you know, Angel Reese has done well, especially down low. But you know what I'm really excited to see, because she's getting better and better with each game, is Bree Jones.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to give them, like, such an important look down low. It's a team that likes to play in the paint, controls the play offensively. She's a huge add.
You know, a player that we talked about in our pregame was Jordan Canada, how she controls the tempo, the identity for this Dream team. And you like something that you saw here today in the first half.
Yeah, we talk about being a playmaker. You know, normally we don't show a kid getting blocked.
Nope, we don't.
But we're showing this because being a great playmaker is being able to make the right decision. And here she does the same exact drive. Oop, uses her right hand. Prevents that block right there. She's also getting her teammates involved. She's scoring. She's doing a little bit of everything. And again, being a playmaker isn't just about passing the ball. It's about making the right decision across the board.
And she's been doing that all season long.
She has 9 points, 5 assists, just 1 turnover so far in that first half. All right, now let's take a look at the most improved player of the year race with DraftKings Sportsbook. Now, the favorite is Jessica Shepard of the Wings. But remember, she left yesterday's game in Minnesota in the first quarter dealing with an ankle injury. Her status for the upcoming game against the Tempo actually unknown. But she has really been a superstar for this Wings team that have been looking to make a playoff push down the stretch.
Yeah, she's been huge. I mean, I didn't know this until literally 5 seconds ago. She has not averaged double digits in her entire career. This year she is leading the league in rebounding. What I think is most important and what Dallas is going to miss as they try to make this push, she averages like 5.5 assists. For a post player to be a playmaker, speaking of, like that, that's crucial to what Dallas does. They're going to miss her.
I'm concerned about that injury. I mean, she has been the anchor for that team down low, and as far as having a big that can initiate the offense, grab the rebound, bring it down the floor, boy, they can't afford to have her out too long.
Yeah, and she hasn't missed a single game this entire season. And remember, Dallas making that push is 1.5 games back.
54-39. She's LaJohn Robinson. I'm Kate Scott. Caroline Pineda is with us as well. And it is Specs night here in the Gateway Center. And Alicia Gray had a great first 2 quarters.
Yeah, the Specs are checking out clear for Alicia Gray on the offensive end tonight for the Atlanta Dream. 13 points in the first half, 4 for 6 from the field. There, just some chemistry with Ryan Howard. Off the pitch back, she gets a 3 to go from long range. She's 1 for 3 from behind the arc. And then this is what I love most about her game, her toughness. When she puts the ball on the deck, her ability to absorb contact, gets an and-one opportunity. This Atlanta Dream offense really was intentional about hitting the paint, getting high percentage shots in that second quarter. Therefore, you see the lead.
And Gray is the focus of tonight's spotlight, presented by Corona. And I believe that the Tempo, yep, they're out of the locker room, ready to get the second half started. Caroline Pineda caught up with the Tempo just moments ago. Caroline, what'd you hear?
Well, Kate, I spoke with associate head coach Olaf Lang. He said our defensive presence just wasn't there in the second quarter, especially in transition. They felt like the Dream were really able to push the pace. And he said at times we just lost Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard. Also pointed to them fouling a lot, saying those 18 free throws for the Dream, definitely a factor. And then I asked about their shot selection, and he said too much mid-range, especially early. The shot profile can definitely improve, but he said it all starts on defense. It really felt like that was affecting them offensively, Kate.
Yeah, as the crew in the studio mentioned, 30-17, plus 13 were the Dream in that second quarter. After it was a 2-point game after our first 10. Angel Reese with some corner store cash money.
And Angel Reese was in that exact spot today.